Helldivers 2 has taken the internet and the gaming industry by storm. Literally everyone loves this game, myself included. But with all this love and great feelings, unfortunately comes the other side of things, and that is all the things that Helldivers 2 players hate. First up on our list is evacuating high priority citizens.
Alright, let's see here. One more mission left and then we've liberated the planet. Oh, sweet liberty, no, not this mission! No, it can't be. It's escort high priority civilians.
Arguably one of the worst missions in the game, if not the actual worst mission in the game. All Helldivers everywhere feel the deep-seated loathe they have in their soul for this mission. From difficulty 4 all the way up through difficulty 9, trying to evacuate the high priority citizens is an absolute pain. Not only is it extremely difficult, but the citizens themselves seem to not even want to live. Not only will they run directly into the enemy, but they will run through fire, gas strikes, and turrets, attempting to get into those golden doors. The biggest problem with this mission is that Helldivers 2 as a game isn't set up for this type of gameplay. Something made to be played on a wide scale where you can run around and blow things up, has you defending a small area, running around pressing buttons, trying to get these damn citizens in a little zone. Many Helldivers won't even finish an operation if they see this is on the planet. So here's hoping someday that all these priority citizens will eventually be evacuated and we never have to play this mission ever again. Up next is when you get kicked right at the extraction point.
Take this, you! Man, I cannot believe that we're going to extract with every single sample. That's what you think, my friend. I'm going into the menu and kicking you right before we extract. Yeah! Wait, what?
Is there anything worse than creating a small bond with your squad, playing for about 40 minutes, through thick and thin, picking up super samples and spilling oil, all in the name of democracy? But then at the end of all things, right as it comes down to the wire and you are about to get on Pelican 1, the evilness that is inside the host's heart decides for whatever reason to be toxic and boot you from the squad for no reason whatsoever. This is an absolute tragedy, and that host Helldiver deserves to be court-martialed and possibly shot into the sun. Our hopes as time goes by, these evil Helldivers will eventually become extinct. Moving on is when people don't talk or communicate.
Hey bro, do you mind queuing up so we can, drop in and get started? Hey bud, can you hear me? He's just straight up ignoring me. We're trying to queue up for the mission. This dude is just in his loadout trying to pick something. Oh, come on. No, don't pick the landmines.
Now, not every person needs to have a microphone, although it would be nice when you're playing a cooperative game, especially on the higher difficulties where all hell breaks loose. But a lot of times you find yourselves queuing up in a lobby, only to find that one of your fellow Helldivers in your squad is taking 5+ minutes just to choose their loadout. Or even worse, they've stepped away from their battle stations to take a poop or possibly eat a cheese sandwich. Unfortunately for you, they have not typed anything on their keyboard, nor do they have a microphone to tell you that they will be right back. So there you are, sat in your hell pod, waiting and waiting and waiting. And maybe that AFK player will come back before they are surely disconnected. Up next is when you swear beyond a reasonable doubt that you have already reloaded.
Ah, you disgusting bugs! And now I will obviously press the reload button, putting a new magazine in there, and then reloading it. Perfect, I'm ready to fire again. Careful over there, you got a stalker coming up right behind you. Not a problem, I'll just aim and shoot and... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, come on! No!
When you're in the thick of things and bullets are flying in every single direction, and you have mag dump into the face of a charger, the next thing your little brain tells you to do is run away while reloading. Now, sometimes war can get the best of us and you change weapons while reloading, or you've animation canceled. And those moments are definitely your fault. There are plenty of times where you know in your little Helldiver heart that you have definitely reloaded. You saw the whole animation. Heck, you've even seen on the bottom left of your screen that your magazine is now full. But then you go to fire your weapon, only to find you are running on empty, which of course leads in your untimely demise as a rocket devastator shoots 10 rockets into your face, or that stalker rips you in half that has been chasing you. This is an unfortunate bug that the Ministry of Truth surely denies. Who knows though? Is it truly our own fault? Or is it possibly the Illuminate messing with us from afar? Moving on is weapons that are terrible in the Warbonds.
Oh, come on, you've gotta be kidding me. Hey dude, what are you looking at? Have you seen the new Cardboard Recruit Warbond? Yeah, the Cardboard Recruit, I literally just unlocked the staple gun. You're kidding. Takes about 100,000 rounds, but yeah, it eventually gets the job done. Well, there goes my super credits.
Now, who doesn't like to unlock new things? But what is soul-crushingly devastating is spending your hard-earned super credits and dozens upon dozens of gameplay hours on a new Warbond only to find that the weapons inside that Warbond are somehow worse than the starting equipment you get as a cadet. And of course, sometimes there are some great weapons to unlock. But it seems for the most part, the weapons we are getting in these Warbonds are prototypes that should have never been used in actual combat. I don't know about you, but that new marksman rifle and laser pistol is almost as good as using an actual water gun. And who knows, probably a water gun might actually do better against the automatons. I mean, they have to be some sort of robot, and we all know that electricity and water don't go hand in hand. But here's hoping that one day the scientists on Super Earth will finally discover something worth putting in the next Warbond. Moving right along, we have when the stim gets interrupted. Not healing you, but still will make the sound.
I'm speaking in a language you don't understand.
Ugh, I'm hit. No worry, I'll just apply a stim to my neck like this, and obviously it made this sound, so no need to double check, and here we go.
Take this, Kyle.
Be honest with me. How many keyboards or controllers have you snapped in half with all the strength in your forearms because all those hunters kept jumping on you? You try and try desperately to get away as those hunters keep slashing you and slowing you down, while you're jabbing stim upon stim in your neck. You, of course, hear the stimulant making sound, indicating that you are being healed, but unfortunately that's not the case. You look down at your HUD only to find that it's still 4 out of 4 for your stims. And by the time you realize that, you have about 1 hit left and 10 more hunters are about to jump upon you. Or even worse, you have a flame Hulk right behind you, burning you. You hell dive your way out of the flames, press the heal button, only to find that it didn't actually work. And now you're about to be invited to the automaton's barbecue. As Helldivers, we understand that your actions can be interrupted, but if that is the case, don't let the stim still play the sound as if it is working. It is very misleading. The next one is the most frustrating thing, and that's when you're trying to get supplies, but your character decides to mantle on top of the supply box rather than collecting them.
Oh man, I'm totally dry. All right, guys, supplies out. And now to just easily pick up the ammo. No, why is he climbing on top of it? Just pick up ammo. Pick up the ammo. What are you doing?
This problem affects every single Helldiver. From cadet all the way up to admiral, there is no way you could look me dead in the face and say this has never happened to you. Problem is, in the game, the characters like to auto-mantle. And even though you have stopped running, for some reason your characters still feel the needs to mantle. And this makes the problem even worse as if you're running for your life and you're hoping just to quickly grab supplies as you go. But no, fate has other plans in store for you. Your character will quickly climb on top of that supply box, not grab any of the supplies, and have you stand on top of it, only to find yourself quickly being machine gunned by a shield devastator or flattened by a charger, possibly even puked on by a bile type. We hope that our prayers reach the ears of the Ministry of Truth, and one day we will get the option to disable auto-mantling. Up next we have fire and gas damage only working for the host.
Oh, yes, fire feels so good. Burn, you bugs! Hey guys, be careful. There's a ton of fire over there, so just look out. Actually, we're good. Fire's completely useless unless you're the host, so it is what it is.
Ah yes, update the game to make flames more potent and powerful, even for the enemies in their infinite wisdom. But for some reason, fire and gas damage only work if you are the host. And if you didn't know that, well, that's why most of your loadouts are probably pretty terrible and you didn't know that. There's nothing worse than wasting 4 canisters on a single charger, or throwing in napalm airstrikes only to see the enemies walking through it without taking damage. It might look like they're on fire, but I promise you, they are not taking damage. Unless, of course, you are the host Helldiver, and you're about to have the time of your life burning things with your flame buff. And, of course, calling down those gas strikes. We ask again of our Super Earth scientists to figure out what is going on, and please, make fire and gas damage work for all Helldivers inside the squad. Up next, we have when your teammate or your own rover dog lasers you right in the face.
Bro, what is that? Oh, my staple gun? Yeah, I just unlocked it in the new Warbond. No, not that. that? Oh, him? Oh, that's my new rover dog. Just unlocked him. He seemed pretty good for this mission. Okay, seems pretty dangerous. Just keep it away from me. Don't worry, he's harmless. Oh, dude, you have a bug right on your helmet. Oh, God, where? Wait, whoa.
Ah, yes, dogs, the most loyal companion that anyone can take along with them on their adventure. Unfortunately, though, a Helldiver's companion is a little too much of a go-getter. Don't get me wrong, when these rover dogs are doing their job, they are putting in the work, melting things that are chasing you. But there's also more times than I can count when my laser dog decides to just turn directly at me and shoot me in the face, killing me instantly, or all of my teammates' laser dogs are just shooting directly at me. Perhaps if they floated above us, behind us, or in front of us, this would put us in less danger. But no, man's best friend will still be our best friend, even floating over our deceased body. Up next, we have being shot right before firing your heavy weapon, flinching and missing because of it.
Whoa! Big enemy dropship. Don't move. All I have to do is concentrate. All right, here I go!
Something else in a language you don't understand.
Ugh! Oh, damn it!
Ah, yes, you have lined up the perfect shot on that dropship, or you've charged up your laser cannon, ready to shoot off that charger's face. And right before that laser or missile fires, a laser from across the planet hits your character in the shoulder, and you fire off into another direction, hitting a rock and making the rest of the automatons laugh at you. And now there's 3 more dropships that have been called in because of that, making you wait for your quasar to cool down. But alas, by the time it's ready, those dropships have multiplied, and now there's about 3 factory shredders, a flame hulk, and 2 shredder tanks. At this point, it's about time to throw in the towel, because even now that your quasar is off cooldown, you will charge up another blast, only to be shot again, flinch, and miss. Up next, we have trying to throw an eagle airstrike, but getting knocked over, dropping it, and killing your entire squad.
There's just one bot fabricator, and I haven't even used an eagle yet. Okay, all right. Now's my chance.
I like cheese.
Oh no! Oh, God. Oh, is that a big red? That means the eagle is about to come in. Oh my God, no!
It has been about 10 minutes since you've thrown your last eagle airstrike. You finally found a perfect bot fabricator to throw it right on there. You enter the stratagem code, you wind up your stratagem beacon, ready to throw it, and then a smoke plume blows up right next to you, ragdolling you, making you drop that airstrike right next to yourself. You slowly pick your character up, yelling and screaming to your squad mates to get out of the way, and that was a big oopsie and you are sorry, but it is too late. An eagle never misses. Up next is hunters when you're trying to stim.
Oh my God, I'm so wounded. All I need is to use one simple stim. Oh, what? No! Get up! I'm just trying to stim! I'm just trying to stim!
Not completely dissimilar to when your stim gets interrupted, but this is very specific to the hunters. Understanding the hunter's job is to just jump on top of you and rip your soul out of your body, you have a better chance of machine gunning them and melee attacking them before you heal yourself. But if you decide to try it and use a stim while hunters are attacking you, there is no healing. There is no amount of stims that can save you. You are dead unless you can kill them all. Up next, we have getting Ragdoll stun locked.
Let me just call in one of these stratagems.
Tomatoes taste weird on toast.
Oh,
Tuesday should be the first day of the month.
okay, who's doing it? Oh, all right. Are you done? Okay. Can I call in my thing?
My bad.
All right, thank you.
Just kidding, left-handed scissors.
Who doesn't like a great ragdoll? Seeing enemies fling across the planet, their limbs dangling as they smack into a rock is absolutely hilarious. But when it's happening to you, well, it's more frustrating than it is funny. Especially when you find yourself into a stun-locked combo. Maybe you're trying to aim and shoot a Hulk in the eye and one-tap it, only to find yourself getting machine gun juggled, or you've decided to run through those smoke mushrooms as they blow up, tossing you into multiple different directions. There is seemingly an infinite way to get stun-lock ragdolled in this game, but when it happens to you, just put the controller down, sit back, and wait for the next reinforcement. Moving on, we have randomly getting disconnected at crucial moments.
Don't worry, friends. I have all the super samples. Wait, no. What the heck?
Ah, yes, you have just collected all those super samples. You are running back to Pelican 1, or more importantly, you have just joined your friend on a Helldive mission. You Hellpod in, ready to rock and roll, and save them and be the true hero Helldiver that you dreamed of. You see them surrounded by 5 Bile Titans and 3 Chargers, and you get your 500-kilogram bomb out ready to save the day. You enter the stratagem, wind up, go to throw the beacon, and poof, you are gone. disconnected and returned back to your super destroyer, and unfortunately leaving your friend completely alone on a Helldive mission. You try to reconnect, but alas, all hope is lost. You will see your friend again soon, in a few minutes, when they've run out of reinforcements. And finally, it's getting stuck under a bug.
Hey, wait a minute. That thing's coming right at me. Gah! Hey, wait a minute. That thing's still coming right at me. No! Oof. Hey, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm totally fine. Just can you get this big bug off me? Ah, gee, bro, I totally would, but I just totally threw an eagle, like, right over there.
Ah, yes, that moment all Helldivers have had. You're fighting to your bitter end, you've shot your last bullet, and somehow you've taken down that Charger or Bile Titan, only to find their fat body lands directly on top of you, ragdolling you, and unfortunately, not killing you at all. As you lay there with all of your equipment and super samples, knowing that there will be a 9-minute cooldown until you can call anything else in, you sit there begging for help. You've tried everything. You've laid down, squatted, and helldive to the left and right, only to know you are stuck. You have basically two options here. Wait for the bug carcass to decompose, or, well, let's just say a fellow Helldiver can help you out of the situation. Well, my friends, that is a list of everything that Helldivers 2 players absolutely hate. Let me know if you agree with things on this list, and if you have found something that you hate that is not on this list, please let me know by leaving it in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what is making you absolutely frustrated. And I also want to thank you personally for stopping by and watching this video. It means a lot. If you enjoyed your stay here, why not leave a like? And if you want to be super awesome, and if you're new to downloadable content, why not consider subscribing? It is free. Click the big red subscribe button down below. But other than that, I am Drifter from Downloadable Content, and I will see you on the battlefield.